Good morning. It is May the 26th. It's Tuesday. Yay! I know the day. It's getting harder and harder. Well, let's address this first. Don't you love my little cowlick? Well, I happened to be last night going by to fill up my drink because I was a little parched, and I happened to notice that El Bano de KShears was open. So I walked in, and they could fit me in right away. I was so thrilled. Let me tell you though, that hairdresser, she was not very talkative. You know, normally you get to talk with the hairdresser, and they ask you all those silly questions you wish they'd just shut up about. Oh no, she didn't. She just started chopping my hair. So, yeah, that's what happened. I got sick of this. This was driving me nuts. This was poking in my eyes. I'm fed up with it. So we went into the kitchen. We took a little shears. I've got to finish this edge here. But, yeah. Sometimes you go for the gold. I know, I'm a little silly sometimes. But, you know, what are you going to do? On eBay, before all this mess started, you could get a Flow Bee, practically new, used for $6 to $12. Now they're up to about $300 used. When you go to the Flow Bee company, they're still $89.90 depending on which style you want, but they're completely sold out. So yeah. Kitchen shears did the job. You'll have to do a little bit more to finish it up, but I was just sick of it. The bangs were just driving me nuts. Have a couple things to discuss, but I do have one finished item, and that is the hat that I did. I did another hat in the half the herringbone double crochet, and I just did it in the one going round and round. I really like the look of that, so I just did another one that way. So I've got another hat finished. I happen to have startitis, I guess you could call it that. This pattern here, I had purchased it a couple of years ago. My son saw a photo and wanted one done in certain colors, and of course, you know, I don't have the colors. Great excuse to go shopping. So I did go shopping. That hasn't come in yet. But I did start it in the one of the Aurora colors that I got. And the color is Woodland from the Aurora. So I'm working on that. Why? Because I don't have enough to do, right, people? It's not like I don't have masks to make and stuff to do and, you know, that kind of stuff. But, yeah. We're going to go on with the tea. I have two more teas to talk about. One is the peach black tea, Lenore, and the ginger peach turmeric. This is an herbal tea. This one's by Bigelow. This one is good, hot or cold, but let's discuss the turmeric. Now the ginger gives it just that little bit of spice kick where you feel a little bit of tingling heat, which is fine. You can taste the turmeric in it. For those of you that don't like the taste of turmeric, it's probably not a good choice for you. But then we also come to turmeric is supposed to be known for its properties to help with digestion as well as pain relief. I do take turmeric for pain to help deal with the fibromyalgia and some of my arthritis. But yeah, you can drink this one cold or hot. Very good. And this one with the peach, it's excellent hot. It's excellent cold. So yeah, those two teas are on my list for this week. Those are what I've made them into containers with hot. Started out warm, let it cool down, put it in the refrigerator, and I'm enjoying drinking those, this week. So there's that. I didn't get to the crochet along. I did have a flare-up of my fibromyalgia. So for the past couple days I have been taking it easy, not really sewing, not doing anything else. So that's where I kind of stand there. I am backing off on so many masks because I'm tired. I'm tired of making masks. I did tell you I was going to work on a bag last week. I got the bag, everything I needed ready to start the bag, and then I had this flare up and thought, no, I'm just going to take it easy, rest, that kind of thing. So that's what I've been doing. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever used the platform Craftsy, who then, when NBC bought them out, turned it over to My Blueprint for all kinds of classes, to learn. And you had to purchase the classes, most of them. They do have a couple of free ones, but for the most part, you purchased the classes. Well, and I think you can see I'm a little perturbed. They put out a letter. They did not send it to their customers via email. They didn't have cojones enough to do that. It's a letter you have to go to the website. And when you get to the website, you'll see this little banner that says, to all of our customers, please read. Here's the letter to our Blueprint customers that was sent out. We'll put up on their website May the 24th, 2020. To our Blueprint community, this is not an easy letter to write. For the last 10 years, my colleagues and I have worked tirelessly on Craftsy and then Blueprint. When we started the business in 2010, our goal was to provide passionate enthusiasts access to the world's best experts and make it easier to learn new skills. Our hope was to make people's lives better through creativity, and we've been honored to serve millions of customers over the last decade. I am disappointed to inform you that Blueprint will be closing over the next few months. Like so many customers, instructors, designers, and employees, I am devastated by this news. Please know that our team is working quickly to finalize details, and we will provide more information soon. For now, I wanted to let you know that we are looking at various options to allow those of you who have purchased individual classes to receive a copy of your classes. This includes individual classes purchased with Own Forever credits. We are also planning to issue prorated refunds for paid subscribers based on the last day our services will be available, which will be communicated when that day is finalized in the near future. On behalf of all Craftsy Blueprint employees, I want to express our gratitude and appreciation for you being with us on this journey. If you have any questions, please use the contact feature below and we will do our best to respond as quickly as possible. Thank you, and please stay safe and healthy. Sincerely, John Levasseur, CEO, Blueprint Craftsy. They have not bothered to send this out via email to the customers. It's not like they don't have our emails. That's the first strike. The second strike, for me, is they didn't bother to consider that the millions of us around the country who have used their service, purchased their services, deserve to be notified via email. They have no problem sending us a weekly email telling us about the new classes or anything else, but could they bother to send this letter out? No. They didn't have the balls big enough to do that. So I'm a little pissed about that. And I don't know about you, but I have about 300 to 400 classes that I've purchased on this platform over the past 10 years. Quite frankly, I hope NBC goes bankrupt. I think, and honestly, I believe that they need to send each and every one of us DVDs of those classes that we purchased at their cost. Not ours, theirs. And they continue to sell. Seriously? You know, do they warn people when they buy a new class that, they're going to be closing in a few months and you're not really going to own it forever because they're going to shut down? So yeah, I'm a little perturbed with them at the moment. Because as you know, it's one of the hardest places, let's be honest. Those of us that are a little internet savvy, we know how we can download a lot of things. Etsy is one of the, Craftsy is one of those, it's a little harder to download your items. So, yeah, I'm a little ticked. That's not fair. That is not, it's not nice. It was not considerate, thinking of the millions of dollars they've made over the years on our backs, and they just don't give a flip. They should have sent an email out to everyone. They really should have. I know why they didn't. Because they didn't want a million emails coming left and right at them about it. So, I'm a little ticked off with you, Blueprint. That's just wrong. It's wrong. Should have had enough guts to send us all, an email. I did want to show you my shirt. Ignore the mess behind me. This shirt is I'm no hero. I just make their masks. This is a shirt that I created, and it is on sale on Etsy. It is done by a print-on-demand company. And no, I didn't use Teespring. And there's a reason I didn't use Teespring. Teespring does not go up quite as high in sizes as the other company that I'm using. And they didn't offer the Bella canvas at the time. I don't know if they've started offering Bella canvas, and that's what this shirt is. It is a softer t-shirt. It's very comfortable, fits well. I really like the this type t-shirt over the Gildan, because Gildan is a heavier cotton t-shirt, and I think they go up to size 3X, and that's about it. This goes up to 4X, and in some of the men's shirts it does go up to 5X, I believe. I'm not positive, but and of course, the on-demand services have gotten really bad. At one point during this part of the COVID thing, They were, I said the C word. They were running about 5 to 6 weeks before you got your product when you ordered. Now it's about 3 to 4 weeks. So they've added new machines, and since things are opening up a little bit, they can get a few more people in. Now, the one that I work with comes out of Charlotte, North Carolina, so it's a little bit closer. And the thing I like about it is this, when you wash it, it doesn't fade. A lot of things when I purchase with Teespring, I notice they fade really quickly. So, yeah, I just went with a different company for some of those shirts. And I've been having fun designing shirts and canvas totes and bags and, all kinds of stuff over there. So if you get a chance, you can go look at the shop and see what's available. It's just fun. So I'm really having fun just making t-shirts too. Designing cute little t-shirts. So, was there anything else I wanted to tell you? Can't think of anything else. So, now we'll get into what in Tarnation. There are only a couple of stories for the what in Tarnation because I've been doing a lot of sleeping. So I didn't do a lot of looking for stories. First one comes to us. It's Overturned Tractor Trailer Covers Highway in Mac and Cheese. And yes, there's a video. Crews were summoned to a stretch of highway in Tennessee to clean up a delicious mess that spilled from a tractor trailer hauling 40,000 pounds of macaroni and cheese. The Tennessee Department of Transportation confirmed the truck overturned Wednesday morning on Interstate 24 near Interstate 40 exit in Nashville. The truck was hauling 40,000 pounds of macaroni and cheese. Photos from the scene showed pasta and powdered cheese spilled in the roadway. No injuries were reported. Officials said the cleanup was expected to be completed in the early afternoon. Cheese batter. That's a lot of fun, cheese batter. Because some of you may know that you can take the cheese powder out of the macaroni and cheese, and when you're making popcorn, sprinkle it over the popcorn, and it's delicious. This next one, you have to commend this young boy for what he did after he fished this out of the lake. Boy 6 fishes stolen safe out of South Carolina lake. 6-year-old South Carolina boy helped solve a neighbor's mystery when he went magnet fishing in a lake and reeled in a safe that was stolen 8 years earlier. Knox Brewer 6 took up magnet fishing after watching a video about the practice on, of course, YouTube. Parents Jonathan and Catherine Brewer said, "We got it to help pass time during the virus." He learned about which rocks are magnets and which aren't. Knox said he was magnet fishing on Whitney Lake on Mother's Day when his magnet attached to something heavy. A nearby stranger helped him pull up his line and bring it back up to land, and they discovered it was a metal safe. The safe contained items including jewelry, a notebook, and a checkbook. The Brewers contacted police and soon discovered the safe had been stolen from a neighbor's home 8 years earlier. She got some missing charm bracelet pieces that were still left in there, Catherine said. She said all the expensive stuff was gone, but at least she got closure and some of her pieces back. I think that's pretty cool. And it was a neighbor, too. People, to raise money sometimes, will do some strange things. They have those auctions where they sell off hunky men, beautiful women, those kind of things to raise money for certain things. And look at that calyx sticking up. California man marrying his cat to raise money for an animal shelter. California man is seeking to raise money for an animal shelter by holding a wedding ceremony to marry his cat. Scott Perry said he adopted his cat Olivia from Los Angeles' Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in 2015, and she has since become his constant companion. Perry said the past 2 months of the quarantine inspired him to plan a wedding to his pet, complete with a Zola page and a registry that actually is just a fundraiser for the Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. Perry said the wedding will be live streamed Saturday on his Instagram page, and he is hoping to raise $5,000 for the shelter. And I hope you were able to do that, Perry, in Zola's name. So yeah, that's it. I do have a couple of channels that I've found, and I will be putting up a video for shout outs a little bit later. And I hope you go check these channels out. A few of them I have shouted out before. I'm going to go ahead and re-shout out a couple of those. But I found a couple of new ones, and I hope that you will give them a look-see. But that will be coming out later on, because I have to go finish the hair while daylight is good. Okay, everybody stay safe, have a great week, and remember, choose kindness.